Hello, this is Mike from DropHat. Hey, it's really sad news today. I just got it like 5 hours ago. Steve Harwell from Smashmouth died. Now, I met him a couple times, and this is kind of my experiences with him. I was working at what was it? It was a taco stand in Campbell, and everybody knows that. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know exactly what I'm talking about if you're from the area, the 95008. And he came in. So he grew up in the food because he was from the 95008. And this specific restaurant was in there, and it's a legendary restaurant in that area. So he was a fan, so to speak, of that place for 30 years, 35 years, ever since he was in high school. So since the 80s. So loved the place, always came in. So he came in on like four, I think, occasions. And I like the guy. Very, very cool. Now, the last time we would talk about a lot of stuff. Okay, now I'll save the last time for we've in a minute here or two, but I saw him and then I was like, hey man, that guy's familiar. I'm like, oh, that's the Smash Mouth guy. I saw him as well. Our band played a show in 1996 at the old Cactus Club, and he was there. And everybody recognized him and all that stuff. And I remember seeing him and telling him that he knows my cousin because they both went to whatchamacallit, they both went to high school together. So I kind of knew him. He kind of knew me. Probably he knew me because of my cousin, but that was it. And then, fast forward, whatever, 20 years later, and then he shows up, to this restaurant, and he's there all the time. I mean, he was there like four times, I should say. And it was a delight talking to him. He came up the first time. Oh yeah, you're Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth. And I made a concerted effort to not make it a big deal. It's not. But anybody in that area, the general sort of consensus with musicians and punk rockers and all this in the area was that Steve had trouble with drugs. And I don't know if that's true. I never snorted cocaine or methamphetamines with the guy or even drank with him. I just gave him Campbell's finest foods, and that's about it. And so he came by, and so that was kind of like the consensus around. And I could see it a little bit in his face. I would say that he's maybe more of a drinker. I mean, God rest his soul. I know that it looks like he had some sort of liver problems. That immediately makes me think, drinking, and plus rock and roll lifestyle, that's very unforgiving on the liver. And funny story is when he would come in, we would just talk about stuff. And I'm a numbers guy, so I ask him, "Hey man, how many records have you sold?" And he goes, "In the 10 millions." So he has platinum records of that. So I was like, okay, and he's very forthcoming about it, which I thought was cool. I was about to ask him how much they make per show, but I was like, maybe that's pushing it too much. But I definitely wanted to know how many records he sold. And the very last time I saw him, he pulls up in a brand new Escalade. Yeah, I know, he told me. Brand new shoes, brand new top, sweater, the whole bit, fresh haircut. And he comes in and immediately, at that time, we know each other. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, what's up? You give him sort of a bro shake or a bro hug through the window. And then I go, hey, that's really cool. Looks like you got new threads. And yeah, we're going on tour. So I don't know if you got if you got some money for that, signed out a contract, but he had new threads and he had a brand new Escalade. It looked really nice. I didn't go in his car or anything like that, but always cool, always forthright, and never, how can I put it? Never a hassle. Never a hassle. I will always remember him not as the Campbell legend that sort of, went big, and the San Jose guy, and we're all San Jose guys, but the San Jose guy that did big. Yeah, of course, I'm kind of proud of him, and I think we all are here. It's a cool thing, man. Guys from San Jose went to the top. I can't say I knew him personally. I know that if he was here, he'd recognize me, I'd recognize him, and we talk. And very, very cool guy, and that's so sad to hear. I really hope he didn't have too much pain before he left, and so God rest his soul. I think he born in 1967 through just actually about 5-6 hours ago here in 2003. What is it, September 4th? Is it 5th? All right, well, God rest his soul, and may he forever rest in peace. God bless Steve Harwell.